Brittany Cartwright just dropped a major home update that's leaving fans emotional. What's really going on behind closed doors? Brittany Cartwright is having a little bit of a problem in her house in the Valley that she shares with her son, Cruz Kachi. The Valley cast member has been working on making her house her own, following her split from her ex, Jax Taylor, but she is running into a slight issue involving her green thumb. Brittany took to her Instagram story earlier this week, where she revealed that her houseplants, which she has named Joey and Elvira, have been suffering, which is really upsetting to her. She then called on her Instagram followers for some advice to help save her plant babies. "Help! My plants are dying and it's breaking my heart," she wrote over the photos. "I've had these two babies since my last apartment for almost 8 years. They have the names Elvira and Joey. Joey is taking the hit more than Elvira at this moment, lol." She continued, revealing that her newly adopted cat, Lola, has really taken a liking to the plants since she came into their family in November of last year. "My cat Lola, love her but started using them as a litter box, and now they aren't thriving to their full potential anymore," she noted. How Brittany Cartwright's dad helped her with her house issues. Luckily, Brittany's dad was able to come to her rescue during a recent trip to Leh. The Kentucky native detailed how her father came up with a few ideas to stop the cat from using the plants. "My dad visited recently and he repotted them both with new soil and fertilizer, and placed orange peels and rocks over the top, and she hasn't used it there since. She's back to the litter box, lol," Brittany admitted. "But OMG, what else can I do? I'm feeling so sad about my plants, lol, what else can I do to bring them back?" One of her Instagram followers recommended taking some clippings from the plant, placing them in water, and watching the roots grow, which is something that her dad had already tried, she admitted. "My dad said the same thing and nothing has happened. Maybe it will in time," she concluded. Since Brittany grew up on a farm in Kentucky, it's only fitting that she likes to bring a bit of greenery inside her living space. During a May 10 episode of her podcast, When Reality Hits, Brittany opened up about how she incorporates the vibe of her native state in every single place she has lived in, even though she is not quite ready to move back to Kentucky. "I feel like every house that I've lived in, I like to add Kentucky to it," she said. "Like farmhouse vibes, no matter where, it's got to match me." While her cat might have killed her indoor plants, Brittany has always had an active green thumb. In 2020, Brittany took to her Instagram story, where she posted photos of her newly planted flowers, which she did in her outdoor garden. In a heartfelt and unexpectedly emotional update, the Valley star Brittany Cartwright took to Instagram to share an intimate moment that's currently unfolding in her Los Angeles home. The reality star, who's been navigating life as a single mother since separating from ex-husband Jax Taylor, revealed that her treasured houseplants, Joey and Elvira, are struggling to survive. And for Brittany, who finds comfort in nurturing her space and surrounding herself with a sense of home, the plant's slow demise is more than just a household inconvenience. It's a personal heartbreak. "Help! My plants are dying and it's breaking my heart," Brittany wrote over an Instagram story featuring her beloved greenery. "I've had these two babies since my last apartment for almost 8 years. They have the names Elvira and Joey. Joey is taking the hit more than Elvira at this moment, lol." To the outside world, a plant crisis might seem trivial, but for Brittany, it represents a deeper connection to stability, home, and emotional well-being in the midst of personal upheaval. Since her split from Jax, Brittany has been steadily transforming her Valley home into a sanctuary for herself and her young son, Cruz Kachi. With Jax now out of the picture, the space represents more than just 4 walls and a roof. It's a symbol of her independence, strength, and evolving identity. For Brittany, making a house a home means surrounding herself with things that feel alive, both literally and figuratively. It's why her plants mean so much. They're not just decorations. They're companions, survivors, and memories rooted in the past 8 years of her life. In a way, they've been with her through her reality TV fame, marriage, motherhood, and now, this new chapter of self-discovery. That's what makes their sudden decline so heartbreaking. While Brittany has always considered herself to have a green thumb, she's now facing an unexpected challenge: her new cat, Lola. Adopted in November 2024, Lola has been a lovable new addition to the family. But as any plant parent and pet owner knows, cats and houseplants don't always mix. My cat Lola, love her but started using them as a litter box, and now they aren't thriving to their full potential anymore. Brittany explained, clearly frustrated but trying to keep a sense of humor. Lola's behavior took a toll on Joey and Elvira, causing them to wilt and lose the vibrancy they once had. Anyone who's poured time, love, and energy into nurturing plants knows the sinking feeling of watching them slowly die. It's not just about aesthetics, it's about the emotional comfort those green leaves bring. Thankfully, Brittany wasn't alone in trying to solve this plant dilemma. Her father recently paid her a visit in Los Angeles, and like any good dad, he came prepared to problem solve. My dad visited recently, and he repotted them both with new soil and fertilizer, and placed orange peels and rocks over the top, and she hasn't used it there since, Brittany shared. She's back to the litter box lol. Her father's quick thinking offered a short-term solution, and for Brittany, it was a welcome sign of support during a time when she's largely managing her home and motherhood solo. The orange peels, known for repelling cats due to their scent, seemed to do the trick. But despite this small win, Brittany remained worried about the long-term health of her plants. But OMG, what else can I do? I'm feeling so sad about my plants lol. What else can I do to bring them back? The cry for help resonated with fans, many of whom are fellow plant lovers. One follower suggested taking clippings and rooting them in water, a method Brittany's father had already tried. My dad said the same thing, and nothing has happened. Maybe it will in time, she concluded with cautious optimism. Brittany's love of greenery runs deep, and it's not just about plants. Her Kentucky roots influence nearly every aspect of her design aesthetic. During the May 10 episode of her podcast, When Reality Hits, Brittany spoke candidly about how she incorporates Southern charm and a farmhouse feel into every home she's lived in, even thousands of miles away in Los Angeles. I feel like every house that I've lived in, I like to add Kentucky to it, she said. Like farmhouse vibes? No matter where, it's got to match me. That rural sensibility includes a strong affinity for nature, plants, and open spaces. It's part of what makes the dying plants feel like such a loss, because they're more than decorative. They're pieces of Kentucky she brought with her, living symbols of home. While Brittany has said she's not quite ready to move back to Kentucky, she doesn't hide her love for the bluegrass state. In fact, she's always made it a mission to blend her country upbringing with her current life in California. It might seem like an overstatement to connect dying plants with personal healing, but in Brittany's case, the metaphor is almost poetic. Like Joey and Elvira, Brittany is finding her way back to health after an emotionally trying time. In recent interviews and podcast episodes, she's opened up about how difficult the separation from Jax has been, not only emotionally but practically. Raising a young son, managing a home, and figuring out who she is outside a long-term relationship isn't easy. The plants were part of her journey. They were constants in a life that's had more than its share of change. Watching them suffer is like watching a piece of herself wilt, and that's what makes it so painful. Still, Brittany isn't giving up on them, or on herself. This isn't Brittany's first time cultivating life, after all. Back in 2020, she proudly showed off her outdoor garden on Instagram. She posted photos of her vibrant flowers, glowing with pride over her hard work. Fans loved seeing her in her element, hands in the soil, smile on her face, surrounded by the beauty she created. That same determination is still there today, even if it looks a little different. These days, the garden isn't just for fun. It's part of her healing, a physical manifestation of her emotional state. She might not have all the answers, but Brittany is committed to trying. Whether it's seeking advice from her followers or relying on her dad's green thumb, she's determined to breathe life back into Joey and Elvira. And in doing so, she's reminding everyone watching that growth is never easy, but always possible. After Brittany shared her story, her Instagram inbox lit up with messages from fans and fellow plant enthusiasts. Many offered tips, from misting the leaves to checking for root rot. Others simply sent messages of encouragement. "You got this, mama. They'll bounce back," one follower wrote. "Try cinnamon on the soil. It keeps pests away and can help healing," another suggested. For Brittany, the outpouring of support was comforting. She's always been open with her followers about motherhood, her marriage struggles, and now her plants. It's that transparency that keeps fans invested in her journey. In the end, Brittany's unexpected home update wasn't really about dying plants. It was about love, loss, and the power of nurturing something back to life. She may be facing unexpected challenges in her home, be it Lula's mischievous ways or the fragility of her houseplants. But she's also proving that resilience grows in the most unlikely places. Whether it's finding the right fertilizer, creating a peaceful sanctuary for her son, or navigating single parenthood, Brittany is facing every hurdle with grace, humor, and a whole lot of heart. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell for more breaking Bravo news. Drop a comment below. How do you feel about Brittany's emotional reveal?